Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Well, it seems to be the case that nostalgia seems to win out again. Blazing Vortex, an amazing pack that's introduced the Armed Dragon cards, has of course added a brand new card, which is for the OJAMAs, another series of cards which were supported from, Chaz Princeton in Yu-Gi-Oh GX. I wouldn't be surprised, and it wouldn't shock me, if they added some alternative versions of the XYZ dragons, potentially within this pack, as some of the last key cards, or maybe even just a new boss fusion monster. Anyway, this one is OJAMA Pink. It's a light attribute beast effect monster. It's level 2 with 0 attack and 1000 defense. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. 1. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can have each player draw 1 card, then each player discards 1 card, then if you discarded an OJAMA card, you can choose one opponent's unused monster zone, and that zone cannot be used until the end of the opponent's turn. This is a very useful card within the deck. The OJAMAs basically work by, with OJAMA country, they're able to swap out their defense with their attack stats, so this would become an 1000 attack monster. It also swaps your opponent's stats. So if they've got weak defensive monsters, they instantly become, incredibly weak attacking monsters. The other benefit, of course, is, even though you are drawing and discarding, whatever you discard is actually tends to be something that you gain a benefit from as well. OJAMA Magic is a key example of this. When you get rid of that card, if that's discarded, you get to bring forth the 3 original OJAMAs. Those are green, black, and yellow, which are all normal monsters. They can be fused to bring out your OJAMA King, which is a 3000 defense monster, which also occupies 3 of your opponent's monster zones. So this is how they like to lock your opponent out of their deck, out of their monsters, by actually shutting down all of their your opponent's monster zones. Being able to do this, even if it's until your opponent's the end of your opponent's turn, might be enough to prevent them from going into, if they're doing the whole link climb, the Xyz climb, or the synchro climbs, they cannot do this if they don't have a certain number of monster zones, because they need multiple of those cards in order to bring out some of the higher level monsters, or the higher ranked monsters, or the higher link rating monsters. This is a key card for the deck, and there are other ways of using this card as well. There are much greater utility than what I'm talking about right now. The kind of disadvantage of it is it's only until the end of the opponent's turn, but I suppose they had to have some limitation on it. They don't want it to become too powerful. But I love that they're actually bringing out more OJAMA cards, even if it's just this one card. It has made a difference to how the deck works, and being able to draw into a card and then force your opponent to discard a card means you gain some information about what they're playing as well. Assuming this is, the first turn, you get to see something. Of course, the problem is it's the player's choice what they discard, so if it's just a generic card that most players are running, then it's not anything you get any information from. But if it's an archetypal card, then you have some clue of what they're running, and that information is more useful now than ever, especially since you cannot, under new rulings, be able to look at your opponent's cards when they discard something that's a clear change. This provides you with a little bit of information. What do you think of this card? Is this something you'd consider running? What uses does it have? And do you think there might be some more OJAMA support within this set? Whatever you think, leave your comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily Yu-Gi-Oh content.